What it do, baby boo? How we doing? Welcome back. It's your boy D. This is D's Daily DD coming back at you for another freaking update, another video, right? So remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is never financial advice. Don't take it as that. Take it for educational and entertainment purposes only. And I'm still here holding strong with y'all. I know that the price today, is down. Past 2 days has been down on AMC, especially. And GameStop, they got GameStop today too, right? So these short sellers obviously are not giving up, but it's okay. Neither are we. At least I'm not. I can't tell you what to do with your money, always make your own decisions. But I think most apes, most retail investors get it. And by this point, right, they don't let the price really affect them too much. Personally, it's not the price I want to sell at. So why am I even worried about it, right? As far as I can tell, I see AMC has completely changed their business model. From when this all started, they were used to just solely rely on the movie business, but right now you got things like the merchandise store. We're gonna see the popcorn hit, the shelves soon, and I think that'll be pretty good for the bottom line because it doesn't cost much to produce the popcorn for them, but they can make a good amount of profit and money when they put it in the stores. They launched the crypto business, accepting crypto as far as payment, but we all know what's happened to crypto as well. I think AMC has changed their business model enough that it'll be good for them in the future going forward. And, what can you do? Right now, it's just a waiting game. Personally, I've already, bought enough AMC and Ape shares that if and when this squeezes, then we know that, I'll know that I'm good and I don't need to worry about it. So coming, into 2023, I'm probably going to be changing my strategy. It's not just going to be so much focus on AMC, but focus on other opportunities too. Because I think that is one weakness that AMC has ran into is that, I remember when this all started, it was all about AMC and GameStop, and a lot of people were saying there's no other stocks, right? I'm just going to buy AMC and GameStop. And that was one of our strengths, right? That we just applied so much buying pressure to AMC and GameStop. But now with this time that has passed, right? The short sellers have been able to, produce those fake squeezes. The list goes on, like Clove, that I can remember. A bunch of other ones. They created all these distractions to try to get people to move away from AMC and GameStop. And I'm not selling. I'm not leaving. I don't see the point in selling my shares right now because, like I said in my other past videos, I think that AMC will have a big run in the next bull market. And not that I know if that's in the next year or 2 years, I don't know when that is, but I think AMC can make it to the next bull run, and I don't think AMC will go bankrupt before the next bull run. So AMC doesn't necessarily have to, be good for 10, 15 years as far as like their money and all that. Because personally, right, just I'm in this for a short squeeze play, and I can see it going back to, the fundamental value that it tended to have in the past which was around 20, $30. I think AMC can get back to that in the future. Now, again, I don't know when, but I'm just patiently holding right now. And let's jump into this information. I really just want to make this a quick video. I have to go to work later, all right? And so nothing changes for me, right? Still doing my thing. So here we go. Let's jump into this. First pictures I want to show you here. It's going to be these charts. So this is going to be right now, right? Where we're at right now. And I have another one here of what happened in May/June, because there are so many similarities with the cost to borrow, and I've explained that in my past videos, but today's just a quick update. So when you have this red super trend here, you had the flip, and then you got this bull flag, right? And then before that, you see this corner here on the super trend where this is where it took off, right? From where some shorts covered, not all of them, but some. And there was FOMO and options chain and all that going into it too as well. But right now, what do you pay attention to, right? This big long downtrend, you get the flip, and then you have this bull flag, and now this weird kind of part where it's tough to see where we're going right now. Obviously, right now it looks like it's gonna come down more. But pay attention to this. If this flips right, this would look exactly the same. If we start to get massive volume, massive volume, buying pressure, because that's what I'm seeing here too, Rich. Look at the volume. So you had that one day that we had like 90 some million volume, and then it just dropped off. When you go back here, same thing. You get the big volume, and then it drops off, and then out of nowhere, we have the run. Okay, so go back here. The volume drops off. So if we need to see, before the end of the year, there's a lot of possible catalysts that are coming. You got the new Avatar movie that's coming out very soon. So the volume could start pumping back in, right? And that Avatar movie is supposed to be a top hit, a top seller. Big expectations for this movie. Real quick, right? If you haven't read this, FTX may have used synthetic stocks to manipulate the price of AMC shares. It's a good read. I basically also explained that in a couple of videos that I did, how they were using, in my opinion, right, the synthetic or the tokens as a locate in order to short the AMC shares. Okay. People are posting their merchandise. I'm waiting on mine. I'm sure I'm going to be getting it soon. It's on the way. I got an email saying that, shipping has been, that it's on its way and it's shipped. Just some news updates, guys. Right here, the next point I have is the fails to deliver hit 4.3 million again, and I'm gonna break that down to you. But there's an article by tremendous.blog. Everyone's laying off people. PepsiCo. You got Chart Exchange, the actual Twitter posting. This was 23 hours ago. Ape off exchange volume hits all-time high at 78.45%. Remember again, the fails to deliver on AMC is over 4.3 million again, which has been a consistent problem, right? You got all these movies lined up, right, for 2023. So we're gonna start to see, more movies being released, more possible income for AMC, and AMC price is completely irrelevant according to AMC Believer, right? Until they are in the thousands. So chill out, buy when you can, go see a movie. I like his attitude there. You see. Yeah, so when you notice, right, there's some weird things going on, and you have Chart Exchange posting how the off exchange volume hit an all-time high at 78.45%. And looking at the cost to borrow fee, guys, it's at 26.6%. This skyrocket came back down a little bit, but remember, the Fed will be talking about raising rates very soon, and they could be raising them again. And every single time they raise them, what happens? The cost to borrow goes up, and that puts pressure on the short sellers, right? So let's go back to stocks era. This is the last point of the video, is that you got the 4.3 million fails to deliver that occurred on the 14th, and they're due on the 19th. Now, a few months ago, we had a day where the fails to deliver hit 9.6 million fails to deliver in one day. Then you have the T plus 35 date, and they actually delivered those, and I'll prove it to you right here. On the day of 8/2, that's 8/2. This is the price line. Started skyrocketing, okay, because they were actually delivering those fails to deliver. Let's go back to 8/2. That was the T plus 35 date. After that, we saw it skyrocket, okay? So that's what's very possible. Expect some volatility this week, right? Whenever the 12/19 is. And I expect to see the price start to move up again, even though right now we're pretty low. But though the buying pressure from these fails to deliver, I think could get us at least above 10. Okay, in my opinion, not financial advice, just my prediction on what can happen right there. Because that's a lot of fails to deliver, guys. I mean, talking about the highest ever there, and then again 4.3 million, right, on the 14th. And of course, they created those as AMC was. Watch, I'll show you real quick on the 14th. As AMC was 11/14, right there. See, when we had just gone up a bunch of fails to delivers were created there. Okay, so I don't know, coincidence? Who knows, right? And how do we know when the squeeze will start, guys? You know, they says they have 1.1 million, right? When you start to see these shares available to borrow skyrocket, I'm talking about there's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 million shares to borrow. That's when we know the squeeze has started, you know, in my opinion, because there's 111 million shares that are short right now, right? So when they return those shares, you should see the price go up, and we should see, you know, less shares on loan, shares shorted, and they should move over back to the shares to borrow. Okay. So that's when I think we will know when the squeeze will actually begin, right? So just my thoughts, guys. You know, thanks for tuning in. I wanted to make a quick video, quick check-in video. And just to let you know, right, I'm not selling my shares. And I'm definitely not selling them before, you know, the end of 2022. I'm going to wait to see what happens in 2023. It's just what I want to do. Do what you want to do. Okay, guys, but I'm here with y'all if you're holding, if you decide to hold with y'all, with the apes, with the retail investors, with everybody, which I think most people are. And yeah, just going to wait it out. Okay, guys, thanks for coming in. See you guys in the next video.